So if you've got stuff, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you're on LinkedIn or Facebook, drop a comment. We're here to help. Um, Anything that you're going through at the moment, if someone has already fixed it, we want to try and get the advice from those people to help us move forward. So that could be the fact that you're not sure how to do a better introduction. You're trying to get it to the next level. It could be the fact that you're sucking at following up. You get nervous, you get tongue tied, you don't know what to do. Maybe you get stuck on the right way to handle objections. And all of this stuff is all normal. So whether you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on Insta, wherever you are in your business right now, you're at. And that's not a problem. We can't do anything to change the past. We can't adjust what's happened. We can't change the things that have happened. They've happened. And that's just the way it is. But what we want to think about is, say you're here now and you're trying to get to here. It's about how can we get you into the right steps to get to that place? What can we do? Now, here's the good thing. The majority of people that are out there don't completely suck. Most people have got some skills. And this is the hardest part for so many people. Because we know we're pretty competent in some areas. Say you're an expert in your field. Say you're a dentist. Say you're a consultant. Say you've done face-to-face sales for years, and now you're trying to move into doing it for your own business. Because you're an expert in one area, it's very hard to go, I need help on all of these areas. So what we do is we use our gut instinct to guide us. And that's a problem. And here's why. If you're going to trust your gut on what you're going to do, that's brilliant if you've got a qualified expertise in the thing you're trying to do. Let's go to race car analogy. Imagine if I'm going to tell you, imagine if you've completed a lap of Silverstone Racecourse. You've driven around it at between 80 and 150 mile an hour. You know exactly how it feels, the energy it took, the concentration it took, the way it felt on the corners, the braking, the acceleration, all of those things. You can tell from experience what that took. Now, if I tell you to guess what it's going to feel like, to go with your gut, what it's going to feel like, the two are really, really different. And the only way you can really know what it's going to be like is to do it, is to do the actual thing. The next best way of doing it is to find someone out there that can actually tell you and talk to you about how it can work. And that's why it's not as important about where you are right now. It's where you are compared to where you're trying to go. And then how do you cut down the time scale to actually go off and achieve that? And for the vast majority of us out there, we're not used to taking advice. The vast majority of us out there are actually pretty useless at taking advice. Hi, everyone who's coming in, by the way. It's good to see you all. Most of us that are out there are used to shining as an expert in our area. We're used to being the person that everyone listens to. We're used to being the person in the room that's got all the answers. We're used to being the person that's got all the knowledge. So then when we struggle, we think that by putting our hand up and saying, I suck at this, this isn't working for me. Excuse the squeaky chair, by the way. This isn't working for me. I'm not getting results. Like it's some sort of weakness. And it's really not. And here's the other side I'd say about that. Let's say for a minute that you're struggling with generating leads. Let's just say that. Now let's carry on and repeat what you're doing right now for the next 365 days. Imagine if you repeated what you've done now for the last 365 days for the next 365 days. What are your results going to be like? Are they going to have been less than you would have hoped for? Now, if they're going to have been less than what you would hope for, you've got a choice. Expect to have the same struggles for the next year, or you take the bold step to actually go off and be the change that you need in your life. If you're 20, if you're 30, if you're 40, 50, 60, it makes no difference. A skill that you learn now, and this isn't sales, right? This is just in general. I love windsurfing. Now, if I want to enjoy windsurfing more and more, it makes sense to struggle for a bit to really get good at it, so that I go anywhere in the world and I can just get on a windsurfer and I can enjoy windsurfing. The problem is, when you're not capable and competent at something, you spend a huge amount of the time falling off, struggling, and you end up not loving it. But it's because you stop learning. You're just trying to action. And that's the big problem for most people out there. For the vast majority of people, I really think if they spent a little bit more time learning the stuff, spent a little bit more time sucking at things. Look at these shares now, right? If I look at any of them, at no point at any of these streams right now with hundreds and thousands of people on them. And it would be so easy for other-minded people to go, I'm going to stop doing it. I'm not getting enough impact. There's not enough people watching me. I'm not getting the results I deserve. But actually, if you keep turning up all the time, if we keep doing the lives, if we keep showing up and talking directly to you and helping you within your business and helping you within your mindset and your skill set, over time that grows. Same with windsurfing. If I'm off windsurfing and I get more effective, I can enjoy the process and actually become better at it. So then think about it with your business. Think about what you're doing on a daily basis, from how you're marketing your business. Out of 10, how strong is your marketing strategy? Like if you had to go on Dragon's Den and you had to go, here's my marketing strategy, what would they say? If it was going to be on TV in front of the nation, what would people say about your marketing strategy? If someone had to sit you in a room now in a sales call and everyone in the country could hear you, apart from the nerves of performing, would you be confident that that wouldn't get pulled to shreds? The way you engage with people that you don't know. If you had to walk up to someone with a camera on you in a high street, you had to walk up to someone and introduce yourself, how confident would you be? And all of these skills can seem on their own, oh, I know how to do that. But there's a difference of knowing what to do and actually becoming super effective at what you do. And they're not equal measure. Sometimes with what you're trying to do on TikTok or on Insta or on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, you've become okay at something. You've gone from I can't do it at all to I can have a basic execution on what I can do. But the great stuff comes from, all the other stuff comes from that extra bit of learning, of becoming more effective, by becoming more deliberate, by learning how to actually master it a little bit more. Too many people have got a basic execution. They're getting some results. They've got their business to 5 grand a month, 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. And then the reliefs hit them because you're not panicking anymore. Now you're out having nice dinners and you're buying nice cars or you've got a Rolex, whatever it is. And we suddenly go, oh my gosh, I've achieved as much as I hoped to achieve. I'm now not in a panic mode. But just because we're outside of that panic mode doesn't mean we should stop. Because if you just do a bit more and you consistently and effectively keep learning the skills for the things that you want, you'll have those skills for the rest of your life. Right? And if it's something that you wanted to do, if you have a business and you want to have that business thrive, if you want to become ninja sharp at something, if I want to become a great windsurfer, if you want to learn how to be a BMX rider, you want to skydive, fly a plane, drive a boat, whatever it is, the more effective that you are at it, the more you get a chance to enjoy the thing you're doing. And I genuinely think the main reason that the vast majority of people don't enjoy their business is because they're in almost a panic station about what they're doing. They're at the stage where they're really just getting by. And that's not what you set your business up for, just to get by. We spoke to a company yesterday. They're currently missing out on about 30,000 in revenue a month. And I know a lot of small solopreneurs that can't fathom making so much money out there in their business that having a missed revenue of 30K a month would be manageable. This company can. And there's other companies out there that would love to just lose that much in revenue. And I want you guys to think about, what is the strategy? Where are our flaws? Where are our flaws? What are the skills that we need? What's holding us back? What are the actual things that are holding you back from achieving what you set out to do? What are the things that are holding you back from taking your business right now to the level you actually wanted to get to? I'm at the stage now where I'm back reading. And I fell off the wagon with the reading for 8 weeks, didn't read at all. And I'm not a massive fan of reading, still doing a podcast, and I always found plenty of reasons why not to do it. But then picked up fanatical prospecting. Being in the habit of doing the things that we're moving towards is so important, because whether you're on Insta, whether you're on TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve makes it easier. I'll give you a prime example with sales. Let's look at sales for a minute, right? If you're selling, you're far more rewarded by being effective at what you're actually doing. Give you an example. Imagine you're a business owner and you get 10 appointments a week, and currently you close 2 of those, say 3 of those, and each one's worth £2,000. So say you close 3 out of 10, but you still have to pitch all 10. So you're doing okay. But if you got more effective at the skills on how to negotiate, how to sell, how to market, how to convert, and you could take that 2 out of 10 to a 4 out of 10 in conversion, you're still doing the same amount of work. You're actually technically doing less work because the deals are a bit easier. And all you've done is take the skill level you had and increase it. So if you're going to be selling, if you're going to be negotiating, if you're going to be presenting, if you're going to be marketing, it makes sense for you to go off and be as effective as you can. And I'm not saying go off and buy into a program for 50 grand. I'm not saying that. But whatever it is you're planning to do, go and do it, and do it consistently, do it effectively, put your heart and your soul into a whole thing, and you get rewarded off the back of that. And I think for the vast majority of us, whatever social media you guys are on, if we could click our fingers now and we could automatically upload into your brain like an implant straight in the head, a skill that would move your business forward, what would it be that you would choose? And you literally could right now, bang, in your head, get a higher level of skill in a certain area. what would it be? And why would you choose that skill? What is it about that skill that would make you go, that's the one I want? And I want to be a black belt in that. I want to get to a high level of ability, execution, knowledge, and skill in that area. Now, here's the thing you've got. The time is going to pass us all the same. The time's going to go whether you learn a skill or you don't. But if that skill that you would take would make your life better, make you a better husband, a better wife, a better partner, a better business partner, a better salesperson, a better marketer, whatever it would be, if your life would be enhanced by learning the skill and you would make more money or get more time back for your business, more time with your family, and you would have that skill every single day for the rest of your life, it would make your life better for the rest of your life. I personally think it's worth doing. And this isn't hiring me. If you want to go to closedealstoday.com and get yourself a training, you carry on. But this is about talking directly to you about why we do what we do and why I'm on the journey I'm on. And this isn't at you or you or you. This isn't me. And the whole idea about this is about sharing the journey that I'm on, because I don't need you to all start buying my products or services. At some point, if you do, great. But it's more of an observation from my side. If I could go back 10 years, 15 years, and implant some knowledge into me, what would that different knowledge be? What would that information be? What difference would that have made to my life? And there's a lot of things I can think of. And I'm sure there's stuff that you can think of too. And the time's going to pass all the same. And in another 1 year, another 5 years, and another 10 years, you could look back at that time and wish that you started now, and wish you took action now, and wish you made the effort now so that your future self can actually thank you. And it's really important to do it, I think. You might think different, but that's very much what I think. So literally, we have got not long, so I need to get going. If you want to go to closedealstoday.com and get onto the training, drop me a DM if you need anything, and we'll be back potentially tomorrow, if not on Thursday. So good to see you. Thanks for dropping in, and I'll see you